Welcome to my recap with live trades. I hope you enjoy the content. Today was a green day for me, up about 3%, I believe. I almost had a way bigger day. Just timing off just a little bit. I mean, I feel like I'm really close to having just a really nice day. Yesterday was, a big loser. If you saw my video, you know, I lost 5.5%. Today I gained about 3%, maybe a little over. And yeah, I'm happy about that. So first trade is on Tesla and SPY. So Tesla's on the far left here. Playing this sort of breakdown. I buy two 700 puts. Anticipating a low day break. Kind of get it there. But we're not a lot of red coming through. I mean, the way this is acting is kind of like, oh man, I'm thinking, am I going to get squeezed? So I'm in at 700 puts at 465. Now, I'm kind of like, I was thinking too, I was like, I should have just bought one. And then if we would have follow through, added another one. The second, I get confirmation. But so I'm still in. I'm not going to just get shaken out that easily. I'm thinking now at this point, I'm like, okay, if we don't get this move right now, I want to take one off. Like a limb risk. So I threw an order out there for 450, which was the ask. I close the order out. Think, okay, maybe it's going to work. So then I get filled there. 453. So, $12 loss on one contract. So then my thought is, because if you look above, you can see Tesla on the hourly. That's an hourly chart above this Tesla 1 minute. So hourly, we have this break. We had the break at 7:07:50. So I like it. Now the thing is, my thinking is I'm gonna have a stop at high day. We make rip above high day, then I'll get out. Um, and my intentions, wow, upstart in the far right is just ripping. Would have been nice to get in right about now. As we're anticipating this high day break, but that's just in hindsight. I knew what happens, but I know what happens with that chart. But Tesla here, I end up taking this trade off too early, way too early. So we got a lot of blow bids coming in there in the purple, not a lot of size though. Yeah, I was thinking of taking off my time and sales, adding it to making it 100 share minimum. So it'll be easier to see size coming through. But I have the bigger size on the left, 1,000 shares and up. But I might end up doing that because there's a lot of single shares and under 100 share lines that take up a lot of space. Yeah, they give me kind of a read on sentiment and velocity and stuff, but I don't know, just tough to I don't know, make a decision on that for me right now. So Tesla's consolidating here pretty heavily. We're I'm liking it. It looks heavy to me, but it hasn't broke down yet. Until it breaks down with volume, this can just rip up. I mean, the daily looks good to the upside. I just like the hourly chart here. Yeah, this definitely looks heavy. Although Tesla's known to just rip up and then drop down, just to shake people out. But thankfully I didn't get shaken out of my whole position already. And UVXY to the left here on the white chart was ripping up, and now we're kind of looking topish. Looking like maybe it's going to form into the right shoulder after this, and we're going to get some upside in the market. So I'm wary of that. Pie's looking like almost like a W pattern. Potentially. We need to break that 443.36 area. Got the 200 above it at 440, 443.40. So by the time, see, Tesla's taken forever to move, right? So by the time she does move, I'm just quick to take my profits because I've already been through, I burned through a lot of mental capital on this trade. Still looking heavy. Can we get a low day break? A lot of bottoming tails down here, so I got to be careful of that. I could see my videos out in this. I've been having problems with my webcam in an OBS studio, so not sure what the deal is with that. But so like I said, my stop's at high day. I'm at 425, so I'm down about $40 on the contract. I like that it's not really, ripping and breaking above this consolidation. It's it's getting to the 8 EMA and the 34 and struggling. So a lot of times in the past, I would already be out right there. I would have taken my $40 loss, $60 loss on this final contract, but I'm in this with a wider stop at high day because of the higher time frame chart. So as you can see there, I already took a loss of for like 45, $50, whatever on Boeing. And then that BlackBerry is a swing I have out till September. I'm down a little bit on this 2 contracts, but I'm being patient with that one. I said it's out. I got a little bit of time, about another month. So these little pops are getting sold into on Tesla. I like that. King Upstarts has a nice little flag here. I'm not sure. It's a little bit extended, but not much off the AEMA there. So I don't know. I had a lot of FOMO with Upstart earlier, for sure. So Tesla, let me fast forward this a little bit. So we get a rip up to this 34 EMA. And I like when it gets above it consolidates. So I should have added there with a stop above that pivot. We get, so I'm in SPY 3 contracts right here. The SPY I bought right here is a broke low a day on some relative volume. And then it starts to consolidate. It goes right, retraces up to the AMA, VWAP, and then starts curving down. That's where I should have added, right about here, right in that pop into VWAP and the 34. Tesla, same thing. I used to do this where I would get puts and then I add on retracements to the 34 EMA when it started to curl down. So Tesla and SPY at this point where I'm in the driver's seat, so to speak. Oh, Tesla, I'm barely break even, but a little bit ahead. SPY, I have 3 contracts. I'm kind of letting those sit. They're not. I got in at 107. I'm at 120 right now, basically. So Tesla's getting some good relative volume here. Increasing volume, and This is when like we broke a low day. I could have been adding to the position. This isn't where I should be trying to take profits. Because this is a bigger picture move. But I take them soon here. I guess it's kind of good. We didn't go down too much further than this. We definitely didn't break below that pivot around just over 700. We ripped from pretty much here. So I don't know how much more of the move I could have got. So I guess it's good I took my profits. But my reason for exiting was just to preserve mental capital. Now, if you look over the white chart to the left on UVXY, we're breaking above this ABCD pattern pivot on the just W pattern. And that's a bearish sign for a lot of high beta names. When Tesla starts curling down, I take my profits into that spike down on the ask. I throw an order out. 520, I believe. 515. So 515 on the ask. It went down a little bit more after this. SPY, I'm still in. 3 contracts. SPY's breaks down. I sell 2 of them there at 120. And I sell 1 at 121. Because it was kind of like, it was kind of like stalling right here. So I'm up 33, $25 after commissions at this point. Next trade's on Amazon. Now I'm a little late on this flag pattern here, but let's see what happens to Amazon. I'm looking at the 3,300 calls. I grab on the bid. I throw an order out. Yeah, I'm filled at 336 on the bid. Already in the driver's seat a little bit. $54, 64. And I just, with Amazon, I don't want to be sitting around too much. I've had this thing just turn on me and have, move through like a freight train. So I throw an order out on the ass there near high day because we're starting to stall a little bit. And then I'm pretty sure I watched it just rip faces. Okay, no, so we turned down a little bit. So that's kind of good. There we got. Yeah, so I don't know. At least, I sat through. I avoided some BS. 1185 would have been, yeah, 150 bucks I would have lost. But I did leave about $100 on the table and 140 on Amazon. So at this point, I'm up 93 bucks with commissions. Tesla. Now, Tesla's sort of forming this pennant. I have these horizontals mapped out. And I want to play 710 calls on the break there. So I'm in one 710 call at 473. Now this candle kind of gapped down a little bit, but chart still looks bullish in my opinion. This ABCD. I had an Apple trade in there. I got in 2 at 93 cents. It was moving too slow. Or 99 and I got out at 93, so I lost $12 there. This test side kind of like a false break. But it's not over yet. I didn't get a candle or a candle. I'm still staying in. Consolidation's good. It could be a shakeout candle. Which it ends up being actually. So a lot of people got shook out. Decent amount of people got shook out there, and now it's about to reward those that had time in hand, so to speak. Not a huge reward. I mean, I'm in at 472. Let's see what I can get out at. I'm down a little bit in position. About $30. This is really stalling out here, but okay. So now I like this. We get a little gap up right near the resistance. A lot of bid side blow bid there. A little bit of blow bid. Um, right here is where people are like thinking this has you. A lot of people thinking mentally, okay, is this not going to break? Whatever. The chart looks bullish though, so if you have patience and you have a strategic stop, then risk reward can be pretty good in my opinion. I definitely don't hold this long enough, like most of my trades, but my goal is just to take a quick pop, especially with my 5.5% loss yesterday. I was a little bit quicker to take profits today. mRNA looks good to the right here. Either break down or break up. Finally getting some volume into Tesla, relatively speaking. And we're getting some follow through. And the velocity comes in. See that green on the tape. We're a new high day. I throw an order out in the ask. I get filled. 520. So $52 on that one. $50 minus with commissions. Next trade's on Tesla. I'm playing this pop pullback candle over candle. I get in a 720 call of 545. And I just want to sell on a pop. I'm trying to be greedy. I'm going to want to make a little bit of lunch money. And I'm out there on the ass. So 545 to 560. It's enough to get 14, 13 $1 items. So final trades are on Tesla. Tesla on the right here. I play as pop, pullback candle over candle. I'm in one 720 call, 750 call again, 576. That's for next week. That's why it's so expensive. I was gonna hold this and swing it, but I don't know. I just didn't. I should have done this earlier when I first saw that we were breaking out of the upside of the pennant on the hourly. Daily chart was breaking out. That's when I should have initiated swings, in my opinion. Although I still think the 750 call for next week holds up. I don't think it's going to go much lower than where it's at now. I'm in at 578, and I see what I can get out of this one. Most of the time, I'm buying on the bid and selling on the ask. So I sell on the ask there. 620. A lot of times I will get on the on the ask, but I sell on the ask most of the time, and I buy on the bid a lot of times. So it's 580, 620, 42 bucks, $40 with commission. So a little bit of pocket change there. And then the last trade I had was a loser, and it's a small trade, single contract, 750 call for this week. I got an 85, so I bought. I was at a really bullish bias, a little too much of a bias. We break down, I buy the AEMA on the bid, and then I get stopped out 73 cents here. I ended up going lower, and then should have bought there a couple. I would have got the pop, sold on the pop. So anyways, thanks for watching. I appreciate you. End of the day, 177 with commissions. So yeah, not a bad day. Appreciate you watching. I hope you learned something from this video like I did. And have a wonderful day. Take care. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.